Wow. You know, it would seem as if Jamaica dodged a bullet when we defeated Honduras 2-0 away in San Pedro Sula to revive hopes in the Qatar 2022 World Cup qualifying campaign. Of course, going into the game, things weren't looking too good for Jamaica. 2 points from 5 games at the foot of the table, which naturally had fans and supporters on edge, and there were even calls for the head of coach Theodore Whitmore. Coming off a 2-0 loss away to the United States, and then forging a draw at home to an informed Canada, there was optimism going into San Pedro Sula, and it paid off. You know, kudos to the team and the coaching staff. However, it is not time for any euphoria. We're not even close to the edge, let alone getting out of the woods. No turning the corner. This is not West Indies cricket, where every time they win a test match you hear that they turn the corner, only to find out, one, the corner never end, or the road mash up once you go around there. Now we can get into the technicalities of the things that went right. You know, like the defense that kept a clean sheet and kept the Hondurans out of Andre Blake's net. Sweet. Suffice it to say, the Hondurans might feel hard done because they did have their fair share of chances. Again, I say, let's look at this stat. Possession. With numbers like those, the defense better be a stonewall. Long live René Simoes. Soak up pressure football is alive and well. Where are the ball handlers? Where are the players in the middle of the park? Holding up the play, distributing the ball, giving in the forwards a chance to pepper the opponent's goal. We still have a long way to go. Now I want to point out that Jamaica played a similarly struggling Honduras team, who are yet to win a game in the round, and they were coming off a crushing 3-0 whipping at the hands of Mexico. Now that is in no way, shape or form to take the shine off a winning performance. But we still have to keep things in perspective. We might have dodged a bullet, but curb your enthusiasm. The stats, except for the scoreline in this game, were the same across the October window. Of course, before the game, word was that Coach Theodore Whitmore's head was on the chopping block. So what now? Has he saved himself?
Me nah go nowhere.
Let's say he was relieved of his duties right now. Does the JFF have the wherewithal to bring in a top overseas coach? Or do we have the local coaching talent that can take over the campaign? Speaking of local coaches, do we actually have the quality that can successfully run a national program? Just a question. Fire Whitmore and we fail to make the World Cup, then the JFF knows it will be their heads on the block. Stick with Whitmore and we don't make it to Qatar, then Whitmore's head is on the block. If you ask me, it's a simple equation for the JFF to save face, especially with all their blunders.
Fire!
Plus, is this JFF willing to bring in a top overseas professional? One that who might come expecting high standards, higher than the JFF is willing to be held to? Oh, and one more thing. Back to the Mikel Antonio debacle. First we heard he didn't make it for the October window because of travel logistics, whatever that means. Then we heard it was a miscommunication. Now the latest is it was the coaching staff who denied his request to bring his personal physio. Jaja, may I tell you, it rough.